Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. What's up? It's Real Spit Monday. Yes, it is. Y'all know I'm a little bit early because when you're early, you're on time. When you're on time, you're late. And when you're late, you're just late. So I'm always a little bit early because I'm always on time. Yes, I am. So while we just sit up in here and just wait on some of them other folks to come on up in this room, just got in here a little early, give people a chance to come on up in here. You know what I'm saying? We'll just relax for a minute. When you do come on up in here, invite somebody. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Haters, they all up in my visionary. Trying to push me to the point where my money come from commissary. They wanna see me fall, they see me locked up. They wanna see me down and out and all washed up. The devil stay busy, busy people trying to get me. But I keep thanking God, be the one that's walking with me. And in my path, my mission is to have it all. See, conquer, and I'm gonna have it all. And that's what's up, y'all. So stop the jealousy. Get your money right, and then you try touching me. That there ain't nothing. What's up with it? Welcome, 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 y'all. You ain't running shit, I'm CEO, my own boss. Just waiting on a few people to come on up in here so we can talk about that real spit. No matter the struggle, I'll be the one to get it done. Through definition of the hustler, here I come. She come, here she come, here she come, here she go, here she go. She ain't playing with you, here she go, here she go. She ain't playing with you. Here she come, here she come, here she come, here she go, here she go. She ain't playing. What's up with it, y'all? Here she go, she ain't playing with you. Yeah, it's Real Spit Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Spit Monday. It's 7:58. We got a couple more minutes before I get started, but tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody it's Real Spit Monday. We got some things to talk about today. Yes, we do. This been heavy on my heart, heavy on my chest, heavy on my mind. Y'all know my mind be going a million miles an hour. Sometimes I can't even sleep that good at night because I just be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Always thinking. Mind always racing. Always thinking. Always thinking. You know what I'm saying? But I love dropping jewels, giving my people some jewels. You feel me? And on Real Spit Monday, I'm definitely going to drop some jewels. You feel me? I drop jewels all the time, but on Real Spit Monday, it's mandatory. It's mandatory for your girl to drop them jewels on Real Spit Monday, baby. Yes, indeed. So tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to come on up in here. Because it's Real Spit Monday, and we start at 8 o'clock. Y'all already know I was a little bit early, because when you're early, you're on time. When you're on time, you're late. And when you're late, you're just late. Yes, indeed. Let me look at that clock, 7:59. I might as well go ahead and get ready to get started. My topic today is the risk. And I'm going to have to start off by telling a little story about the risk before I get off into it is the topic. So I'm going to tell my little story about the risk, right? And the reason why I brought up the risk is because a lot of people need to take more risk, right? But one of the risks that I take, a lot of people that work with my job with me, work at my job with me, a lot of salespeople. I'm in sales, y'all, on my regular job, my corporate job. And I've been doing sales for over 20 some years, but I've been at this company for over 10. I've been doing the home security for over 10 years, right? And when I first started working for the company, man, y'all, the pay structure that they had set up for us was so lovely. When I seen them numbers, I already know how I sell. I already know what I'm capable of. I know who I am, right? But obviously, they didn't know who they had on their hands. You know what I'm saying? Because them numbers, I knew that I was going to exceed and make more money than I could ever even probably imagine making, at a job in sales, right? So we started working the job right away. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing. I'm going to make this happen. You're in grind mode. I'm in grind mode. I'm seeing the numbers, what we get for when we make bonuses. Oh, I'm going to get that. What? For a bonus if I get this many sales? Y'all, I was killing it. Other people following my lead. I was, helping and training a lot of other people. People follow. I'm listening that people sound like me, do stuff like I do it. Because, I always been that kind of person, a leader. Always been a leader. Never been a follower. Right? So, we good 6 months in. We making, all of us, the whole team, we making six figures. But even the director of the company, they making six figures, but we making more than them. So at this point, they feeling some kind of way, like, damn, the director and them feeling some kind of way. These peasants, they look at us like we peasants, we bottom of the barrel, we just salespeople. They directing the company, they holding different positions in the company, and we making more than them. Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have these peasants making more than them. Hey, Pinky Smith, we can't have them making more, than us. So I guess they sit up in a room, y'all. This is what the elites do, the people that be at the top. They must sit in a room and just come up with plans on how they gon', poop on the minority. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna take them down to bring us up. You feel me? So we end up having a meeting. This was about, we way past 6 months in, so we used to making this money. I think we damn near was like almost a year in at this point, because I just remember making over six figures that year. It was 6 figures that year. And they called us in the room for a meeting, and they was like, yeah, it was over a year, because that one of the things that they told us was, oh yeah, we did better than we've ever done. We made more sales than we've ever made. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. Y'all beat records and all this, that, and the other. And then they hit us with, they gave us a $20,000 pay cut. I was like, that don't sound right. We beat the record. We made more than what anybody ever made in the whole entire company. We did better. We beat numbers that y'all never beat. We set stand, and y'all gave us a pay cut. Y'all gave us a pay cut. So that was crazy, right? So at that point, I said something. I'm the only one that said something, though. Now it wasn't nothing but it was 10 of us, 2 supervisors and 8. It might have been 12 of us. 10. It was 10. 2 supervisors and 8 agents. Or it could have been 10 agents and 2 supervisors. Whatever it was a new program that they just started for this particular company to join forces with another company that specifically, do this thing. They brought this company in, and we was the ones who set the standard for the whole little situation, right? So we in the room, and I'm like, excuse me, that don't add up. That don't. I'm doing a little bit of math here, and that ain't mathing. So these people told everybody, and nobody say nothing, and nobody had my back. But I took the risk for the whole team. Like, no, that just don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? If you do the numbers and you do the math, because they tried to make it seem like they just gonna take a little something. But when you do the math, that was like $20,000 a year. Y'all taking like $20,000 from us. But we did better than anybody ever done in a company? That's an oxymoron. That don't match. So at this point, I'm feeling some kind of way. They told everybody to go back to their desks, but they asked me to stay back. Luanda, could you stay back? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'll stay back because, we had something to talk about. I'll stay back. So I stayed back, and they trying to justify to me why they doing what they doing and trying to make this make sense to me. No matter how you explain it to me, numbers don't lie. This don't make no sense. Y'all giving us a pay cut, but we did great. If anything, we should be getting some bonuses. You know what I'm saying? So I felt some kind of way. And I was like, but this ain't my company. You know what I'm saying? When you working for a company, you working for people. If, you don't like what they doing, then the thing is, go find you another job. Because they shit, they going to run their company the way they want to run their company. You know what I'm saying? So I even said that in the meeting. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm just supposed to embrace this or, find me something else. Because y'all ain't valuing y'all workers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't valuing the people who help and make the company money. I was like, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking just like that. Because one thing about once I get in a company, just the same way I talk on here, once I get a company and you see what I can do, don't worry about how I be talking. Don't worry about how I be talking, how I pronunciate my words outside of me making that sale. Because when I get on that phone to make that sale, I'm professional. I do my thing. I know how to sell. The lights, camera, action. I'm acting. I'm putting on. I'm putting on. I'm getting my money. Right? But when I'm talking to you, just like I'm talking to y'all right now, this is how I'm talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that ain't cool. That don't make no sense to me. So at this point, the company that merged with them for us to even have this program, I'm like, well, shit, I want to try to go over there with them because y'all done cut us $20,000 a year. I don't really want, this because ain't nobody sticking up with me to fight. Ain't nobody taking the risk to fight at this point, it make me look like I'm being negative Nancy. You know, I'm that field ninja and everybody else them house ninjas. And it's crazy because that's how the floor was set up. All the people, all them sitting over here, and I had this corner desk all by myself. It was like all them house ninjas, and I'm out here in the field. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that's speaking up for the whole team. I'm the only one taking the risk, and everybody else scared to speak up. And it's crazy because me and my friend was talking the other night, and he was talking about how fear is false evidence appearing real, and all of them was operating in fear. Fear that they're going to lose their job, fear that they're going to get cut off, fear that somebody going to let them go. If they say something, I don't want to appear to be, you know what I'm saying? But power come in numbers. And if I'm the only one standing up, at that point, yeah, I do look like negative Nancy. Yeah, I do like the only one who ain't, you know what I'm saying? All because I ain't falling in line. I'm different. That's when I knew I'm just set apart. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different, y'all. And I don't mind being different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking like, so ain't nobody else y'all comfortable with this? Ain't nobody else gonna stand up with me? Ain't nobody gonna take the risk for us with me? Because mind you, if all of us, the way we was selling, we was killing it. If everybody would have stood up, they would have went back to the table like, okay, well, we'll talk about it and we'll get back with y'all. Then they would have went back to the table and came up with something else. Hey, the whole team ain't really feeling this. Like, you know, they really like, everybody like damn near talking about walking out. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to miss the money that we bringing in. So I think at that point, it would have been some renegotiation. But because I'm the only one speaking up, now I'm the only one they trying to convince. They done sent everybody else back to their desk to keep on being puppets, to keep on following them rules, to keep on falling in line with whatever they tell us to do, just the same way it is with the universe, the earth, the corporate world is the same way. A lot of relationships is the same way. A lot of friendships is the same way. Narcissistic, abusive, you know what I'm saying? Just real cray-cray, y'all. Real cray-cray. But who willing to take that risk to stand up for themselves, to stand up for others? You know what I'm saying? Me. I'm one of them ones that do. So a lot of people that I work with right now don't even know that I be advocating for them. I just had a meeting the other day with my supervisor, the one who ended up with my job. I ain't even tell y'all that story. But I had a meeting with her, and I brought that up in the meeting too. We're supposed to be in the meeting with a one-on-one for me, but I'm speaking up on the whole team. You know, and I was like, let me, you know, while we, you know, in the meeting, let me just chop it up with you. And mostly, oops, my John Lou sign fell, y'all. Mostly everybody who be in the meetings, it be real like quiet. No, it ain't nothing wrong with being different. They be like real quiet, right? Thank you for the stars, Pinky. I appreciate it. And she be wondering, you know, y'all always so quiet in the meeting. Y'all always so quiet in the meeting. So I was telling her when she had my one-on-one with the meeting outside of the group, just me and her with the one-on-one, I was like, yeah, you know why everybody quiet in the meeting? Because ain't nobody happy here. Ain't nobody happy here. Don't nobody got nothing to say. Because I just remember when I first started working for the company, and this go back to when I was at the other company, but it's all still the same company as far as what we were selling. I ain't even finished telling y'all that. Let me go back to that before I get off into this. So with the other company, y'all, I ended up putting in my resignation, but I had asked the other company, hey, I want to come over there with y'all. So the big man, he already knew that she cold at sales, he said, but let me talk to the people because otherwise it's kind of like a conflict of interest, like we stealing their employees. I said, no, it's my choice. I don't want to be over here no more. I want to come over there with y'all. So he said, well, give me a minute. Let me just talk and have a meeting with them and let them know LaWanda want to leave and she want to come over here with us. And is it okay that we hire her without them trying to maybe get a lawsuit against us or feel like, you know, it's a conflict of interest or anything like that? Karen said, I get it. They were what you call straw bosses. I would have definitely stood up with you. It's sad how we separate in time of need. Yep. Some of us, thank God, are different. But like you said, numbers is power. Yeah, power come in numbers, man. So I had put in my resignation to the other job after I found out that the other boss, they got clearance to hire me over there, but it was them, the companies worked together, but we were selling the same product. Now, they done shut down the whole thing because everybody was tripping after the $20,000 pay cut, they cut us even more. This is when I put in my resignation. They cut us even more and started trying to make us sell all the different products and gave us way less pay. Like, no, I ain't finna do that. I came here to sell one product, and because I came is because of the pay that y'all was giving me, and I just want the same thing. So I'm finna go over to the original company that brought the thing to the table in the first place. So they go ahead and they said, okay, yeah, she can make that decision if she wants. So they end up hiring me over at the other company, and I put in my resignation for the company I was with. Now, the company I was with called me in the office. LaWanda, can we talk to you? You know, we'll give you back to $20,000. They trying to get me to stay now. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Why do it take for you to have to do all that for you to show your appreciation, to show you appreciate the value that I bring to this company? You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to offer me the $20,000 plus some bonuses and some more money. They was like, if we do this and we do that, would you stay? Now they trying to bribe me to stay. I was like, no, because y'all already showed me who y'all are, and I can't trust y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? This is my livelihood. This is how I pay my bills, how I live life with my bread. And y'all took that from me. And it took for me to leave, for y'all to call me in the office, and now y'all want to try to offer me that back. Y'all should have never took it from me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. No, I'm cool. I'm leaving. Right? So, well, if there's anything we can do to keep you here, just let us know, because we really don't want you to go, all this, that, and the other. So I get over to the other company, y'all. I start working for them. And then that's when I switched and started working from home, because the other company, I set up my stuff at the crib. So now I'm working from home. I'm not in the office no more. So all this seemed like it's better because I don't have that 2-hour commute no more. But I didn't even care about the 2-hour commute when I was making 6 figures. 2-hour commute didn't mean nothing. Shit, I'm making 6 figures. It's going down. I sit up in that traffic and be listening to my music while I'm riding. You feel me? Because I'm on some 6-figure stuff. So I'm over at the other company, y'all. I wasn't even there, I say a good 3-4 months. Somebody else bought the company. He come in spreading his credentials. He's a millionaire, all this, that, and the other. He's the new owner of the company, all this, that, and the other. Bragging about his credentials and who he is. Multi-millionaire, this, that, and the other. Got it going on. Woo, woo, woo. He come in and gave everybody a $4 an hour pay cut. $4 an hour times 40 hours. Let me do some damn math while we sitting here, because I didn't even write that down. $4 an hour. That's what he cut us. Everybody got cut $4 an hour. $4 an hour times 40 hours a week. That's $160 a week. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, carry the 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, carry the 3, 5, 8. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 2, 3, $8,320 a year. So now we damn near taking a whole another $10,000, it's rounded off, damn it, $10,000 pay cut when this new man bought the company. So I'm like, damn, I took a $20,000 pay cut from over there. I'm coming over here trying to build my stuff up. I'm not making the same amount as I was over there. They didn't pay like that other company paid, but I'm still kind of I thought I was getting my money back. I was happy with the $4 extra per hour, even though in sales, you don't really work for hourly, you work for sales when you're getting commission. So the hourly just a bonus, but that was a nice bonus. To take $4 away from the hourly that we was getting, it was really like a big chunk, right? And I always add stuff up like to the year. So $8,320 a year. They just gave us a whole pay cut, an $8,000 pay cut. So I was like, damn, who the fuck is this new dude? He a millionaire. He come in taking money from us. People who've been with the company all these years, and that's how he rocking? This millionaire though. He a millionaire though. The company already set. We already making money. Obviously, you know that. That's why you bought the company. You come in giving pay cuts. Boy, how the masses work. How they work, man. How they look at us. You bottom feeder. You peasants. You know what I'm saying? They look at us like, oh, you peasants. They make the money. You know what I'm saying? Not us. So I was like, wow. Now, mind you, about a good 6 months after the $4 an hour pay cut, he come in and then he cutting our sales, what we make money off the sales. I was like, but mind you, we having meetings. Oh, you guys are doing great. You're doing better than last quarter. Every quarter we're doing better. Every year we're doing better. Now, I've been with this company now, y'all, it's been over 10 years, right? And every year we do better. But all I've seen since I've been there is pay cuts. Never no raises. Now I done been invited to some trips. I done won trips. Top producers, you win trips. You get to go out the country. They all inclusive pay and all that. But I had a situation over here at this company because there's a lot of people who like in cahoots with each other because they are friends and stuff like that. Stay at each other's house, go visit each other, drink together, kick it together. You know what I'm saying? So they all in positions in the company. Like, it's it's crazy. It's just, what I'm saying? It ain't what you know. It ain't how good you are. It's who you know. So friends gonna look out for friends. So everybody that's friends got positions in the company. So I'm feeling kind of good because after I'm so many years in, even though all the pay cuts, I'm gonna be back up to my 6 figures plus some. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like 25,000 above what I normally make. So because I'm training for a supervisor position. So in the process of me training for the supervisor position, it's somebody in our group that's not doing well. And the supervisor who was training me was like, this person ain't doing well. I sure hate to fire this person. But we might have to do that. And I was like, yeah, I hate to do that to that person too. Right? So a day before, the day of them announcing me being supervisor, you feel me? Because I've been training for 6 months. They called me on the phone, the director of the company. Just wanted to chop it up with you before because I don't want this to be sprung on you, but we're promoting so and so as supervisor. And I was like, oh damn, they told me this the day of. I was like, oh, so I just been running this whole group and doing all this work for free for 6 months, training, and didn't get no money, but I wasn't tripping because I knew what the money was gonna be, so I was sacrificing. But the person that they said that they was giving the position to was the person that we was talking about firing. So that didn't make sense to me. It was like, damn, we was talking about firing this person. Y'all giving this person the position that I trained 6 months for? So now I'm really tripping. I'm like, so what's really going on? So a couple of other things that came out in the future. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Jessica. So a couple of other things that came out in the future that the girl that they was, the person, and we're just going to say the person that they was giving the position to, spouse was best friends with the director's spouse, and they all stay at each other's houses when they visit each other out of town. That mean they real close. Because, when I go out of town and visit my family, I still get a hotel room. So when you stand at somebody's house, oh, y'all close. Y'all super close. So when little stuff came out like that, then it started making sense to me. Oh, she got the position because they friends. They all friends. It ain't about what you know. It ain't. So then they started trying to sabotage me because at this point, they knew that they was wrong. So they tried to make me look like I didn't know what I was doing or like I'm not doing my job correctly to justify why this person got this position. But I'm peeping game. I got a spirit of discernment. I'm watching the whole thing and I'm like, for real? This is what they doing to me? But I'm documenting everything, y'all. Y'all should see some of the folders I got, especially in my email. Because I was thinking, I might end up having to, take these people to court because, this is my livelihood. This is where I make my money at, and I'm just seeing what they're doing to me, and it just wasn't right. It was wrong. It was wrong. And yeah, that is a conflict of interest. Oh, but it's a lot of conflict of interest going on at that company because the person who I said was the director, his wife works for the company. The one he gave my position to, her wife works for the company, and they all are, friends. They all in cahoot. They all together. They friends. They drink together. They kick it together. They go on the company trips together. Oh, they gonna go on the company trips every year so they can all ball out on the company's money. Everything is, about them. You feel me? So I'm just tripping off the whole situation, and I was like, damn. So I'm documenting everything, and then the spouse was like, before the spouse got the position, the other spouse was telling me, oh, you doing so good. I'm so proud of you. Girl power. You doing your thing. Woo, woo, woo. But after the spouse get the position, all of a sudden I was being attacked. Y'all. And I was like, damn, what's going on, right? What's going on? Because I'm doing the same thing I've been doing since I've been here. And the one thing about me, y'all know I'm a perfectionist. Everything got to be in order for me. Everything got to be on point for me. How that light go off? You feel me? So I was like real confused. Like, Yeah, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening here? So I was documenting everything. And then, yeah, the Devil's Playground. And that's what I was talking about. Like, my topic is risk, because I take risk for everybody. Like, I speak up for everybody, because when this was happening, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking up because I'm talking to my supervisor, the one who was training me. I know the other dude is above you. And that is crazy because I didn't want to put him in no position because he was good people. But he was doing what he had to do because otherwise he still got to feed his family. You know what I'm saying? He was being promoted in a minute to be in that position to direct the company. So he doing what he got to do because otherwise how he going to feed his family if he just going to speak up for me? You know, have my back. But he was like, don't even trip. Once he get in a position, he got me, don't even trip. But at this point, I don't even want no position in that company like that. I'm going to stay in my lane, stay right here, do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ride with them. So mind y'all, I won. They trying to make me look like I'm all incompetent, but I won another trip. Y'all remember I went to Mexico and I won that ring. Only 4 people in the whole company got a ring. That means you got to be tough. You got to be cold on them phones. You got to be bad at what you do to get a ring. Y'all know I got the ring. I got the all-inclusive trip, all that, right? So the next year, I won again. But they was trying to make me seem like I was incompetent. Well, how did I win again? How did I win a trip again? Now, y'all remember I caught the cancer. So since I had cancer, it was crazy because all this was happening at one time. And I was in a slump, y'all, for a minute. Because y'all remember when I first started doing the Kim character that I do, I just quit doing everything and it was because of the job. I was going through it. Like y'all, when I tell y'all I got a notebook full of nothing but notes on everything that they was doing to me, all the notes that was coming. Then they promised me a position. They gave her my position, but was like, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you. We're going to give you this captain's position. And with the money that they told me that they was going to pay me, I didn't even give a damn about the supervisor position no more because I'm still going to be making just as much as a supervisor make. So I was good. However, I'm study waiting. Now I got all this in writing, y'all. I'm hitting up the director. I'm typing him in the chat, and I knew not to call him and talk. I wanted to type this. So I type him up in the chat like, you know, so we can have some documentation. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You said that I was going to be getting a position the beginning of the new year. You know what I'm saying? It's been the beginning of the new year for some months. You know, so what's going on? Oh, yeah, I got you. Don't even trip. You know, I'm LaWanda, you know, woo, 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 this, that, and the other. Blase, woo, woo, woo. I was like, oh, okay, you know, well, let me know. Because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for my raise. I'm ready for the responsibilities that come with that position. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But what he was doing was gaslighting me and just telling me anything because he done hired his wife's best friend wife. You feel me? So, after that, they study trying to sabotage me though. Anything to really try to make me lose my job, but I'm peeping. I got a spirit of discernment. I'm peeping the whole thing. So I'm staying on point, which I'm always on point anyway, but I'm extra on point. Because I'm watching, I'm seeing what they're doing to me. I'm seeing how they trying to play me. Right? So after all that had passed, I called the big guy of the company over the director. So I'm thinking, if I go to him, but come to find out, they're everybody friends, y'all. They all friends. I couldn't go to nobody in the HR because they all friends. Everybody friends. So I'm thinking if I go to this guy, I can get something done. So I go and chop it up with him, and he calls a meeting for me, the director, the supervisor who trained me, and then the one they gave my job to. Now that person, my supervisor. So they call us all in this meeting, right? Only the guy who above the director, he didn't come to the meeting. He the one I went to. So when he didn't show up at the meeting, and I'm sitting up in there in a meeting, we doing screen time because y'all mind you, I work from home. I'm in a meeting with the director, the new director, the old director, because he done got promoted to the president or whatever, and the person who got my position. So in the meeting, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm up in here because I want to know what's going on with the position that I was promised that ain't never took place yet. And dude was pissed because I went to the big man. Like, how dare you go to him over me? You know, it's one thing about corporate, it's a chain of command. You're supposed to go to your supervisor, then, you know, chain of command. You don't just go over everybody's head and go to the big guy. But obviously I need to because some shit going on around here that should not be going on. Right? So I go to the big man, and in the meeting, I was like, so I'm just in a meeting and I just want to know what's going on. I think I bring a lot of value to the company. At this point, I'm in a meeting because I'm thinking dude gonna be there, you know, and I ain't just being super gutter like I be. Y'all know I'm ghetto. I wasn't being like that. You know, when I'm on the phone with my customers, I'm definitely professional. They all know what it is. You feel me? But I'm just me. Right. So I'm in a meeting and I was like, yeah, you know, I bring a lot of value to the company. You know what I'm saying? I've been here. And then I had all my stats, all my paperwork, all the 6 months of training I did, all the teaching, all the new employees, all the training, all the takeovers I done, all the everything, all the paperwork I done, all the one-on-ones I done. I'm just, you know, going over everything that I have done in the last 6 months. And I'm just letting them know I just bring a lot of value to the company. I just think I bring a lot of value to the company. I just kept stressing that. And I was like, so of course, the supervisor position ended up going to someone else, even though I trained for it for over 6 months. I was like, but with no pay, I didn't get compensated. Actually, I sacrificed me being on the phone making my sales to help the company out, you know, building value to the company. You feel me? So then I was promised this captain's position and I talked about the pay. Do you know the old director of the company? He's sitting right looking at me on the camera. You know what he said to me, y'all? The most disrespect. He said, oh, I didn't know you were still waiting on that position. I've been done away with that position. I didn't know you were still waiting on it. I said, what? I know he's seen the look in my face because, y'all, I can't hide my emotions. I was like, oh, you did? Well, damn. I would have thought that I would be the first person to know since I'm the one who was waiting on the position. I thought I would be the first one to know you done away with the position since I'm the one who was waiting on it. And I was like, all right. You know, really meeting adjourned, really on the cool. Meeting adjourned, I don't even really got nothing else to say to these people, man. Because I already see you ain't got no respect for me. You ain't got no respect for me, none at all. You very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, I know I'm going to say something that's going to cause them to just be like, I'm fired. So that's what's up. All right, cool. Meeting adjourned. Deuces. I'm finna get ready to get back on this phone and get my bread. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. So I got off the meeting, right? So now she, you know, the person who ended up with my position, she in the position, and I'm, you know, I already had plans on what I was gonna do when I got in the position. I was gonna fight for my people. So now I'm like, well, I'm gonna bring some stuff up to her. But at the same time, I'm skating on thin ice because they're trying to sabotage me. They're trying to really get rid of me. But it's crazy because they oxymoroning on that too. Yeah, they was super foul. So they was oxymoroning on that too because it was stuff like they was trying to make me seem like I wasn't doing my job. But then in a meeting with everybody, they'll say, yeah, we use LaWanda phone calls to train people. Because she the only one who followed the script in the whole company. She the only one who verbatim. You use my phone calls to train people, but y'all, if I go look at these messages, y'all act like I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Y'all telling me to do certain stuff that I know you ain't supposed to be doing. So I think y'all trying to make me do some stuff to make me look like I'm not doing. Because why would all of a sudden, so I'm having arguments, I'm going back and forth with these bitches, all these people in the company, they trying to sabotage me, y'all. But yet you using my phone calls to train people. For somebody that the way the messages y'all sending me, I wouldn't dare use my calls to train people because y'all act like I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And Karen, me and you used to work together at a company with Chris. You already know how I operate. Am I not a beast or what? You know how I do on the phones. You know how I am. I get that money, man. And whenever the boss was going through some stuff with the feds, pulling our calls because we was in sales with magazines and old people, who calls did Chris use for the fans to listen to? Mine. Because I follow protocol. I don't got a lot to make no sales, man. It's my whole stilo. It's my charisma. It's my, you know what I'm saying? My energy. I just draw people in and I sell. So I'm sitting up here and I'm tripping, right? So every chance that I get, I'm chopping it up with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what's up with the, you know, with us workers? What's up with some, you know what I'm saying? Some, compensation. What's up with, you know, us doing this, us doing that, you know, for the workers. You know what I'm saying? So the other day I had a meeting. And I don't even think people know this on my team that I advocate for them. How I risk my job. Because it's risking my job. You think them people don't be looking at me like, man, this bitch got to go. But I wish they would. Because I got all them documents. I got all them documents, how they put it all in the chats and all in the meetings. Yeah, we use LaWanda. Oh, you're doing such a great job. Then I got all the documents when they was trying to sabotage me, y'all. If I showed y'all them documents, man, if I knew how to screen share and pull up my emails and show y'all some of the stuff, y'all would be like, man. And it was crazy because I was trying to call an attorney and I was trying to call whatever you call for the city. I got all that stuff wrote down for your state when people do stuff like this and they do things, but I caught cancer and I knew that negative energy wasn't going to be good for me when I was trying to beat cancer. I just needed to be on the positive realm, positive energy, positive frequency so I can beat this cancer thing. And I just fell back from the whole, really trying to get a lawsuit. I didn't really care about the lawsuit. I did though. Yeah, I did. I ain't gonna lie. I cared about it, but it wasn't just for me though. It was me risking for everybody. Because if y'all will do me like this for future people to come. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't care who y'all treat this way, and this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This ain't cool. Ain't nothing cool about this. People work hard, they livelihood. You work more, you spend more time on a job than you do anything else. It take over 8 hours of your day. Then you gotta travel there, you gotta travel back home. Karen said, for sure, you definitely right. You're absolutely. Every time any company I ever worked for want me back right now. Any company I ever worked for will take me back any day. Chris just called me the other day. I already know he wanted to ask me something. I already know he wanted to ask me, saying, could you sell? Could you do? You know what I'm saying? But then he probably see I got so much on my plate, he just didn't. But when he reached out to me, I knew that's what that was. But any company I ever worked for, it's the same thing. They want me back. Right? Tanya said, oh, you a beast with it for sure. Absolutely. Right? So, we in a meeting the other day and I was like, yeah, you know why don't nobody's talk in your meetings? Why everybody's so quiet all the time? Because everybody unhappy in this motherfucker. Ain't nobody happy here. I was like, I've been here all these years and all I've ever seen was pay cuts. We ain't never got no raise. We don't get bonus checks. You know how much money we make the company? I said the first time that I won and went to one of the trips, the guys who installed the security systems that we sell, they was holding up 170 some thousand they made for the year, 215. I said, damn, how they making that kind of money? And we the ones who set up the orders for them to even go to the house. So I'm always looking at the numbers. So I'm like, well, damn, maybe I'm in the wrong field. Maybe I need to be installing instead of selling. Because they making the money. They was giving them cars and everything. So we the bottom feeders. We really on the bottom. The people who actually set the sale up in order for anybody to make money, we on the bottom. Oh, we the bottom feeders. Oh, okay, we the peasants. So I chopped it up with my boss at the time about that. I was like, man, I'm thinking about moving over to install. How can I learn how to do installs? Because they making the money. We ain't making no money over here. He was like, why would you say that? The one I said, cause when we was out at the resort in Mexico and we had the big company meeting, they went in cars, they making money, they six figures, but they six figures on a whole different level than mine. I was getting a little over 100,000. They getting on 176, 194, 210, 3. I'm trying to make what they making. I'm trying to make what they making. How can I make what they make? So, at that point, I'm speaking up then, but yeah, the meeting the other day, I advocated, for the team, and this ain't the first time I advocated for my team. Like, your team ain't happy because we ain't making no money. We losing money. The economy study going up, but our pay study going down. Y'all figure out a way to take money from us every chance y'all can. Do you want us to be happy? You want people to come up in there just excited? Oh, because y'all got some new lead sources. Every year, every quarter, y'all talk about how much more money the company made. That's really disrespectful. That's like spitting in somebody's face. That's just like beating somebody down. Now, I've been a victim of abuse. This is abuse. That's like beating somebody down, and then they just got to come back and just keep on being in that same person's face, even after they done been beat up. And you bet not say nothing, or we going to beat you again. Say something. We wish you would say something. You get your butt in here, you go to work, and you do what you do, or I wish you would say something. I said, this is abuse. And then y'all throw it in our face. I don't even want to know that the company doing real great this quarter since last quarter. And it ain't benefit us, but we the ones who making it great. You think we want to hear that shit? You think we really want to hear that? That don't feel good to the people who work for the company. Us people. Now y'all probably getting raises. You get a bonus check every year. But us ones down here, the ones who make the whole sale happen, you think we want to hear that? Oh, the company's doing wonderful. Oh, you guys are amazing. We got more leads coming in. We got more lead sources. That's what we spend the money on, making sure we get more money for y'all to, more leads for us to sell, but we ain't got no raise. We still get a pay cut. More stuff for y'all to make more money. For the top to stay on top and the bottom to stay on the bottom. Period. Point blank. We got to do better, man. These people that's up in these positions, man, that's running these companies, man, the only way you're going to do something is you run your own company. Then when you do that, you got to be strategic with that, because then the IRS up your ass because they trying to take all your money. It's all a rat race. I'm so disappointed in this earth, y'all don't even know. I can imagine how God feel, because I know how I feel. I know how I feel. I be sitting up watching the news and seeing all these people that's just homeless, ain't got nowhere to go, sleeping under bridges, stand on the ground, don't know where their next meal gonna come. But then we give billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions to another company to another country for missiles and stuff for whole world destruction. But you got people hungry. That don't even make sense to me. I mean, what? I don't understand. I be trying to understand. Y'all. But power come in numbers. Can you imagine if all the people, it wasn't many of us would have stuck up for the same cause at the same time that I stuck up? They don't want to lose these people. Yeah, they can go hire more puppets. They can go hire more peasants to do our job. But when they know you good at what you do and they know you making the money and all y'all stand together and stick together at one time, like, well, that's where unions and stuff come from. I damn near be like, should I try to start a union? Should I try to start a union? Because this is unfair. This is unfair, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I done took probably in the last few years of working for the company that I done took over a $40,000 pay cut. I ain't happy these days, man. That's why I'm always trying to grind and I'm always trying to make something happen so I can leave the corporate world alone. I'm always trying to do my own business. But we all so programmed to be a certain kind of way, even on that end. I make my bags. I think my bags are beautiful. I think they're better than anybody's bags because they all original. They all one of a kind. Jalu, my bags is dope. But the only way my bag's gonna pop, now I ain't gonna speak this into existence. I'm just gonna say, how can I say it? Because I don't want to put that in the atmosphere. Because words are powerful. But the way they got people trained in this world, the way that it will really pop, because it's going to pop. It's just a matter of time, because God got me. God got me. And I stand on faith. But it'll pop sooner if Beyonce will grab one of my bags, Jay-Z, whoever the most popular artist is right now. If they grab one of my bags and be like, yeah, this the bag. At that point, I could charge $1,000 for the bag. My bags don't even cost that much. At that point, I could be like, my bags cost $1,000, that bag cost $1,500. And some of the brokest people that won't support them while they $25, $30, or break their neck to get that $1,000 to get that bag because they followers. They want the same bag Beyonce got. They want the same bag Jay-Z got. And that's crazy how we had that type of mentality. But I'm original. So that's why I make my bags, because I feel like every last one of them different. And I'm the kind of person, I want to carry something I don't see nobody else with. I want to wear something I don't see nobody else with because I'm original. I like to be different. I don't care what Beyonce carrying. I don't care what Jay-Z. I don't care what. Love yours. Love you. Be original. Do you. Come on, somebody. All right now. That's what Tanya First Lady said. Yeah, they beautiful. I'm going to have to contribute and buy a bag from you. Please do. Please do. I sure appreciate it. You a hustler. So talented, so much. Your blessings are definitely coming. Absolutely. And it's so crazy because I got a phone call the other day, y'all, and I needed it. Because even though y'all see me, people be like, man, I love your energy. I love your spirit. Man, you be doing your thing. You know, you always grinding. You always... You know, it ain't always tough to be so strong. I mean, it ain't easy to be so strong all the time. I had my weak moments. I had them moments, y'all. Sometimes I be so weak. I be so weak, I just pray, God, please, God. You said you'll never leave or forsake me. Like, just hold me, just embrace me right now, because I need you. Because I need you. Because it be them days I just want to give up. I just want to escape. This world just make you want to escape. Like you looking for the escape room. I be thinking about moving to, y'all, I be online looking at places. It's one city in this world, the population is 1. I thought about moving there. And she old. So she old. So at that point, population will be 2 when I get there, and then when she leave, it'll be 1 again. Just not to, because people be so demonic. All these different spirits, it hurt me so much with the way people treat people. With me talking about the job, the way they treat people, like, that's disgusting. That's demonic. That's crazy. But yeah, I am a go-getter. I am a grinder. And God got me. But I have tough days. I promise I do. And that's why I share my life, and I share things, and I share different stuff. But I got a phone call the other day, back to that part. I got a phone call the other day, and it was a friend of mine from a long time ago gave me a call, and he just wanted to tell me, he said, man, you know I love you so much. He was crying while he was telling me how much I inspire him. He was like, your resilience. And he watched me for years. He was like, I've seen everything you've been through. From your divorce, from your abuse, from your stories that you tell, from the sexual abuse, everything that I've been through throughout my life, and you're just so resilient, and you still stand strong. And he said, I just want to give you your flowers right now while you living. Y'all know I'm emotional. Y'all know I'm a little punk. He said, I want to give you your flowers while you living. I don't want to wait. I called you because God put it on my spirit to just call you and just tell you how much I appreciate you. I don't think you understand how much you inspire me. And I needed that, y'all, because I was feeling bad. I was feeling kind of down. I was feeling bad, y'all. I was feeling kind of down. And I need that phone call came right on time. So I understood God telling him to call me because I needed that call. That same night, I get another phone call. Look how the enemy work. I'm going to show y'all. So later on that night, I get another phone call, and it was from somebody I'm real tight with, and they whole family, because we all kind of like grew up together. And one of their people called on the other line while we was on the phone, and their people was like, oh, I want to say hi to her. So they merged us in. You know how when you get a phone call on the other line, you can just merge the other call in. So they merged us in where we all ended up being on the phone together. And the person was like, I don't even remember what they said, but it was kind of like they were shooting shots at me. You know, yeah, you I see you on Facebook. Yeah, you be telling everything or something, but it was like shooting a shot at me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's because I'm a content creator. I share my life. That's what life is all about. I don't think people understand you're supposed to share your experiences and different things with other people to help other people out, whether it's to make something easier for them, learning experiences, teaching experiences, whatever it is. Whether I'm cooking a meal, I probably taught a young lady who don't know how to cook a meal. I probably, when I'm doing my yard work, I probably taught somebody who, motivation. I do motivational stuff. I give motivation. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was just crazy the way she said what she said. And my thing was, if you know I share everything, that means you watch everything. Have you hit the like button? That means you don't support me. Have you said something in my comments? But you watch everything? You watch everything, though. Stop watching my stuff then, man. Stop watching it then, man. Quit watching me. Quit watching me. Because that spoke volumes. You watch everything? And then you trying to shit on me, but you ain't never hit the like button. No, none of that. But we watch everything though. Quit damn playing with me, man. We backwards, man. Our people, we backwards. The devil got jealous of that previous call. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And I knew that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, so many things that people do, it speaks volumes, man. It speaks volumes. I look at people different when they move certain kind of ways. It speaks volumes about people's character. Your character mean a lot, man. Your integrity, stuff like that, it mean a lot when people move a certain kind of way. So back to the job, right? And so I won another trip. So I told them, they was like, that year it was when the year I fought the cancer. I could have still went to the trip because I beat the cancer and I was healed at the time. Everybody was going on the trip. So they called me, LaWanda, are you still going on to Mexico? You still going to the trip? I was like, no, I ain't gonna go. Can I get something in an alternative to not going on the trip? At this time, this is when they played me, when they took my job and gave it to somebody else and all that stuff. I didn't want to go on that trip, no way, because I didn't get a +1. A +1 is when you can take somebody with you. I'm definitely not finna go on that trip and be around a bunch of people who tried to destroy my life in another country. You know what I'm saying? In another country on a resort where I'm by myself with y'all and I know all y'all friends. I ain't finna be like Shanquilla and never make it home. Y'all ain't finna, because I don't trust none of y'all. You think I'm finna go on a trip with you? With you devils? I see y'all operating in a demonic spirit. I see y'all just trying to take my whole life from me. Y'all took my whole position that I worked hard for from me right in my face and then said to my face, I didn't know you were still waiting on that. I did away with that. How disrespectful. Then you think I'm finna go on a trip on a whole island with y'all alone? Man, you got me messed up. Y'all will never slip nothing in my drink. Y'all will never have me there and I never make it back home. So I turned the trip down. Like, no, thank you. I don't really rock with people like that. I don't sit at the table and eat. The only reason why I'm still working for the company is because I work from home, y'all. If I had to go in the office and face these people every day, it would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap a long time ago. Because just like I found that job, I'll find another one. I'm older in my years. I work from home. So this is some of the best peace I can have because I'm in my own space. I get up, I pray, I put my armor on, and I ask God to keep me before I go to that job. Because I know I'm dealing with a lot of demonic spirits, man. Just keep me covered and protect me. You feel me? Just keep me covered and protect me. Because I be recognizing what they do. I be seeing what's going on. Even through the phone lines, I be seeing what's going on. So no, I didn't go on that trip. But you know what they gave me in place of the trip, y'all? $50. $50. An all-inclusive trip, all you can eat, drink, hotel, all kind of different little things you do while you're on the trip, kayak and all that free. You ain't paying for nothing. One thing I can say is when you do go on the trip with the company, it be bossed up. But of course, because they all friends, they gonna make sure it's bossed up. They spending the company money for all their homies. They all friends. They party together. They kick it. So yeah, everything top notch. They gave me $50. $50 in place of the trip. It's cool though. I wasn't going on that trip. I don't want to be on no island with them. I'm good. Yep, $50, Karen. $50. So that's what I talked about in the meeting too when I just had it with her. I touched bases on a lot of stuff. I said, in the way y'all played me on that trip, you think that made me happy as an employee? I earned a trip. I just beat cancer. I didn't want to go on a trip. In place of the trip, y'all gave me $50. $50? Y'all special. Y'all something else. I was like, it's cool though, because God see all things. And things may look like it's all good, but I'm going to tell you something. Everything rigged in my favor. And when they keep playing with me, like I said, I'm under 40,000, less than what I'm used to making. But I do hair. I sell my bags. I'm trying to do different things to bring my residual income so I can eventually just leave them alone altogether. But I just end up getting an order with somebody getting 10 bags, 10 shirts, a $800-900 order, a $1,200 order, a $1,500 order. You know what I'm saying? God just always deliver on time. And you know what I'm saying? Just always just on time. And a hair appointment to come through this. Somebody want their hair done, all the braids all the way down past their butt, a $450 hairdo and a $300 hairdo. And I'm getting a $200 tip. And my customers come through and give me I be getting $200 and $300 tips, y'all. $100 bills for tips. The hairdo wasn't even $100. My customers be leaving me $100 tips, y'all. And I be like, oh my God. It'll be just God delivering on time every time. when this job and them demons be trying to play me and be trying to pull me under and be trying to take me down, and here come my daddy showing up and showing out. Here come my daddy showing up and showing out every time. Every time, y'all. But you got to be brave, because power come in numbers. If you see something going on, something wrong, especially when it's happening amongst a group of people, y'all got to come together. Risk whatever you have to risk. Come together and be brave. Advocate for each other. Stick up for each other and make a difference. That's why we going through all the stuff we going through right now in this world, because everybody just standing alone. And it's sad how we have to, damn near feel like we have to, because when you try to, so much evil out here, we want to stand with. But we just got to trust God at the end of the day and stand together by any means. We can't keep letting these top dogs, these elites, these politics, these, we can't. What you willing to risk for the future generation, for your kids, for your grandkids, for your great grandkids? What you willing to risk? What you willing to risk? If the Lord let this earth last some years from now, your grandkids, your great grandkids, they got to grow up in this. We had people fight for us, y'all. We got to fight for them. The fight ain't never been over. It ain't never been over. It ain't never been over, y'all. The fight ain't never been over. Tanya said he's taking care of his daughter favor. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Keep speaking your truth and stand on what you believe in. Absolutely. That's what you deserving blessings, Tanya. I truly mean that. Thank you so much. But we got to keep fighting. With that being said, I'm going to play this on my way out the door. Because we do, y'all. The fight ain't over. The fight is not over, y'all. We got these future generations. We got our kids. We gotta keep fighting.
We had to fight for our freedom. Tank talk to them. Malcolm X and Josephine Baker had a fight. Henry Oswald Tanner and Bessie Smith, they had a fight. Joe Lewis, Mary Hill, and William Tyler had a fight. For all of our lives, all the leaders had a fight. From activism, entertainment, visual arts, music, sports, journalism, man. Especially law, they had to fight for right so where we are today. So keep hope alive, that's what Martin Luther say. Bloodshed, so many people dead. We need to get it back together. Come on, people, use your head. Don't let the struggle that we had be in vain. For our future generations, it's not a game. It's 2007 things, they still ain't right for ourselves. We need to stand up and that's why Elijah Muhammad, he had them. And then he had them girls, you know she had them. Wanna show love to all the black kings, all the black queens, they for everything they had to fight for all of our rights. Wanna show love to all the black kings, all the black queens, they for everything they had to fight for all of our rights.
You feel me? You feel me, y'all? And I made that song back in 2007. It's 25. The fight was way before then. Y'all hear the people I talked about? And the fight's still going on now. It ain't over with. It's in the corporate world. It's in this political world. It's in our families. It's in our relationships. The fight is on, man. It's on. We're in a spiritual warfare. Good against evil. And you can't straddle the fence. It's one or the other. Either you're good or you're evil. Period. But the fight ain't over. The fight ain't over. So to my people, to God's people, to the good people, man, we got to pray and just stand up. We got to pray and stand up. We got something on our hands, baby. It's going down. Faith without works is void. Faith without works is void. Faith without works is void. We got to stand together. Make some moves. Do something. Yeah. Stand against that enemy. Stand up against that demon. Stand up against it, man. Don't be afraid because God got you. Risk. Be willing to take a risk. I know they probably sitting at the table at work. Well, that LaWanda, she all up in there talking about just consider me negative Nancy. We don't need that kind of energy because I'm speaking up for the people, man. But they want people to fall in line, do what they say do how they say do it, and just accept and embrace anything they bring to the table. We just supposed to accept that, whatever it is, even when it ain't right, and that ain't right. And I ain't falling down. I ain't just accepting that. Stand up, stand strong, y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for coming in here and watching me. Thank you, Tanya. She said, my sister, I'm with you. Thank you. You're so inspiring. Thank you so much. That's gracious to God because he give me everything I do and say. And I pray about stuff before I come on so he can ordain my words. I know sometimes I got a little potty mouth, y'all. I'm sorry about that. And I'm working on it. I'm still a work in progress. But nevertheless, he always do give me good stuff to say because it be coming from here. I speak from my heart. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to my website. Get yourself something. If you seen a bag that I make that you like that ain't on the website, y'all, because I haven't been putting none up there. I ain't gonna lie, but I got a lot of pretty ones that ain't on the website. But I got them. The ones from the Mother's Day gifts, all them bags, a lot of those bags are still available, but they ain't on the website. I need to take my time out and put them on there so y'all can see them too. But if you seen any bag that you like, just ask me about it. Or if you want to have a session with me, you can FaceTime me and I'll show you some bags and you'll be like, "Ooh, girl, give me that one. I want that one." And we can make it happen that way as well. Y'all know I'm an open book. I love you too. Love you too, Tanya. Thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for watching. Loyalty. Deuces. See y'all next week. Real Spit Monday.